the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oregon's offense will take the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that. Before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
On the move, he fires. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort.
Turning it on. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Smashes through the tackle. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Working that left side now. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now...
Cut it the fuck out. Sit down. Sit the fuck down. Fucking dumbass dogs.
Going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the USC Trojans offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. And it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Back to pass, it's Lockett. Got him downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down
no other like y'all team that's good. Y'all 1-6.
The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catch is made at the 15.
You ain't even getting positive yards. You just running no huddle. That's the shit I be talking about with these dumbass computer games. Fuck a guy running no huddle. Y'all losing y'all.
Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll give it to the back. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Fighting off the defender. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Ducks are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout.
Oh, no.
And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun. Give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's incomplete.
Everybody
This ought to
dropping
be a
on my
boost of
team.
confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit.
Right
down the boulevard. And now the lead is
all my
extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown,
Everybody
and you want to be
hurt
aggressive, but
off
man,
the
right
weak-ass
down the
play.
middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Dropping back, it's Lockett. Gets it out quickly.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds us back in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hand.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hard in the backfield, it's Thomas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense.
Funny how they always know when I'm about to do this.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On a little time, lets it go. Balls it in. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yard.
I'm at home. Why is it fucking moving?
Absolute shame. Missed it. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
They still couldn't score my defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Lockett. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Hauls it in. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Connor. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Warren. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Complete downfield. Gets away from one, finds room. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
I'm on one side, they'll play up to the opposite.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
You know what I'm saying?
And he takes it in for the score.
That's why they maybe missed the field goal. So they can do that fake-ass no-huddle. I'm going to do no-huddle back. I'm going to do my no-huddle like I was doing.
To keep it to a one-possession game before going into halftime. That touchdown
I was trying to make it a game.
For this team's confidence.
When it's really not. But these bitch-ass niggas won't go for it on 4th and 1, 4th and inches.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Working that wide receiver screen. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. It's complete to the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Finds the tight end. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Right
With
there.
that said,
Tackle for a loss,
let's
and they
send it back to the
kept letting it
guys
go.
at Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report,
They know what
Kevin.
the fuck they doing, man.
He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
Thank you.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. The Ducks want to move quickly. Reads it, fires complete. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's going to take off. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man quickly. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still
spin around,
picking up this
not just catch the fucking ball.
On your offense.
That's the shit I'm talking about.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th
they
down.
do these weak ass.
Looking to throw, it's Lockett. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Good field position. You couldn't do shit.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 3rd. Quick completion on the out route. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks are on the move. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Buying some time. On the move to the right and looking for a big
shit, bro.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
What they do, though?
Takes it the other way.
They're going to do that because they can't score on my defense. No flags or nothing. But all them players right there, my dude supposed to be doing the inside out, Jack, when he go in and then come back out. Watch this. Already threw the ball. This dude, my guy, for some reason, not doing what he's supposed to do. This dude already in the fucking Jack. So getting knocked down, boom, to somebody else. That's crazy, man. And they let them score because they can't score on my defense.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do,
they don't give up big plays. I just threw a 42-yarder, and then my guy couldn't even make a fucking 15-yard pass to a wide open dude. What the fuck is you talking about?
This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now.
They put the move on this dude, and they won't even let me do it.
Get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Power football with the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon. They take the lead with the 6. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
He's trying to make this game close for no reason. This should be dominated. They shouldn't even have them.
They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers.
Score my defense.
Speed at running back.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Lockett. Right on the money. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. And the Trojans will have it first and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Red pass, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Unleashes one.
Was running with this dude the whole fucking time, and they still let him get it.
He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter.
Crazy.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. To the air, it's Lockett. Gets it out fast. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone.
Right?
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take
getting
the
the luckiest shit you can get.
And the extra point is good.
Who gives a fuck?
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Nobody blocking. But they're in zone. But all their guys running right at the running back.
Negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Across the 40 out bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Finds some fresh air. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback making checks. Try to get it to the edge. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Trying to find the end zone. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper.
That's bullshit.
Steaming into the backfield to make
Their
the
dude
stop,
that's fucking guarding the quarterback is on the left side. So how did
the officials take a break to let him be checked out? If they can pay
that
off
is
3rd
bullshit.
and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And he doing this with... All right, so you had all them guys running down. I want to see all them dudes running down. You had all them dudes running down. Boy.
The field shrinks, so much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Quarterback making adjustments. They want to throw it.
Fuck y'all, I don't respect y'all bitches. Fuck y'all.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Looking to pass. It's Lockett. Slides away.
3-man rush. 1-man's team.
The Trojans will send
That's a
out the
3-man
punt unit.
rush.
3 and out.
Trash.
They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to return it. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or turning it on. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give as they work on that clock. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
Fuck on, bitch.
Oregon made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Wyoming. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the catch. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lockett. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball
always going out there.
the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's picked off for the... Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field field position.
They are number one and number two for a reason.
Firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Touchdown, Trojans. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to add their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into... Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Unloads quickly. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. They'll try to run it in. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to buy time. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
Someone say clock. Someone say I don't need to add points, but here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Lockett. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.